we have obviously the casing to still do. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and I'm going to grab my knife and I'm going to cut these shims here in just a second. But before I do that, I'm going to take my little block, my little gauge that I have. I have a video on some casing and it talks a little bit more about this. I haven't done a video on actually making one of these yet, but I will. All this is a block that's already set at 5/16 of an inch. I can use it on doors. I can use it on, obviously, situations like here. And all it does is allow me, I can put it up into a spot like so. And I can go ahead and mark one side. I can mark the other side. And it gives me my lines, right? So that's what I want to do. Go ahead and I'll do that on all four corners. And do it in the middle. And the reason I do that is just because it's going to ensure a better, straighter, there we go, I like that better. Better and a straighter finish. So I'm not eyeballing it, so I don't have to eyeball and guess what it is. I know it's perfect. I don't have to pull up my tape measure and I hope I'm holding it level. I hope the head of my tape measure itself isn't too big so it's just kind of wobbly. This way, way easier. Go ahead, watch another video on casing. And yeah, let me know what you think about that. So we're done with that. Now, I can actually go ahead and measure for my casing. So here, the bottom piece is going to run through. I'm going to have my two sides that are going to butt into my bottom piece, and my top header piece is going to run all the way through. But for this, I have 2.5 inch casing here, 2.5 inch casing here, 2.5 inch wide casing here. But up top, I have a 5.5 inch casing that's actually going to overhang a 1/2 inch on each side. So that's why I'm going to do I'm going to get the size for my two sides. I already have my marks. I can go ahead and tack those two on. Then I'll be able to get my bottom and I can nail that off. And I can get my top piece because I'll have my two sides on. I'll be able to get my length on that and go ahead and cut it and nail it on. All this is going to need is a little bit of caulking and she's done. So let me go ahead. We'll measure those right now and we'll get this thing finished up here pretty quick. So let's see, we got 40 and 11/16, which that should be what it is on this side because my cut should have been perfect, right? 40 and 11/16. So 40 and 11/16, 40 and 11/16. We can write that on there. Casing's going to cover it. I'm not worried about that. And we'll go ahead and we'll get those cut right now. We'll come back and we'll cut our shims and we'll nail those on. And we'll go from there. Okay, here's our pieces. 40 and 11/16. And instead of cutting those off with my knife, I decided to actually just bring in the oscillating tool. A lot faster, a lot easier. Might as well do that. Give me a sec, let me cut these off, make them good. Don't worry about the noise. Might need to put on my next shopping list some more blades. I think that one's getting a little dull. So now done with that. Let's go ahead and let's put our side casings on. So go ahead and start here on the left side. What do we got here? Right there looks perfect up top. Right there looks perfect at the bottom. So we can go ahead and we can tack a nail. Go up top. Tack a nail. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the same thing right here. Looks good. Looks right on. Tack a nail. Oh, that one didn't hold. Okay. Oh, there we go. Gotta let the little baby compressor catch up again. That guy. Gonna take the middle off. We'll go ahead and tack the middle off right here too. Don't leave that top one held all the way. There we go. Now those held for now. So, got done tacking those off. Now let's go ahead and we'll measure the top and the bottom. And we'll get those done and cut and get them on. We'll be out of here. So, I got 39 and 15/16 at the bottom. I got 39 and 15/16 up top. So, 39 and 15/16. But I know that I'm going to add a 1/2 inch on this side and a 1/2 inch on that side. So that's 1 inch. So my size for my top piece needs to be 40 and 15/16. My bottom is still 39 and 15/16. So let's go get those cut. Come back. All right, we're back with our pieces. Here's our top, here's our bottom. Let's go ahead and check it for size. Get that excess sheetrock mud out of the way. Let's see, yeah, I like that. So, go ahead and tack it off. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do the top. So, for the top, I already know it's going to be a 1/2 inch over on each side. So I just put a reference mark when I was cutting, a 1/2 inch on one edge, and as long as your measurement was right, and you put your piece up there, you'll have 1/2 inch on that side, and 1/2 inch over here. Let's nail her off. And there you have it. We we're done with this. All I'm going to do now is, I have a nail right here I'm going to pull and patch. I'm going to caulk this up. I think I have one nail to set from when the compressor was running low. And yeah, I'll finish nailing it off. I'll shoot a few more nails in it. And that's it. So hopefully that was easy enough for you. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you learned something.